What's up, YouTube? We're here with another reaction video. Today we got FEMA employees fired. It was what, $58 million that they sent to New York to a hotel, trying to undermine President Trump. Let's get into it.
Fox News alert moments ago, we received this together. We received a statement from the DHS regarding the $59 million sent from FEMA to New York City migrants last week. Quote, 4 employees being fired today for circumventing leadership and unilaterally making the egregious payment for hotels for migrants in New York City.
Beautiful.
We have not announced it yet, so we have it first. There's going to be firings, the names are going to be out, and let's bring in New York Congressman Mike Lower. Congressman, your thought about that move?
Well, it's long overdue, frankly. These funds have been misappropriated going back to the Biden administration. And New York City, a sanctuary city, has been wasting billions of dollars of taxpayer money, billions with a B, to provide.
They keep using our money for nothing. Absolutely nothing. In places like Maryland, they're trying to raise the taxes. You want to know who lives there? A lot of federal employees. This is nasty work. And this is inside of our own house, the US of A. This is some nasty work.
Free housing, clothing, food, education, and health care to illegal immigrants, including criminal aliens that are here illegally. And so, you know, I applaud, frankly, DHS for taking action to stop these payments under President Trump's leadership, because we have incentivized cities like New York and states like New York, a sanctuary state, to allow this to continue, and it has to stop.
Look, it cost New York, and it's a little selfish of us, billions of dollars because the water was wide open for 4 years. And the mayor that spoke up got exiled in the Democratic Party. Ironically, he's about to.
But we know he's a flip-flopper, but the DOJ is going to acquit all of his charges because we know he just wasn't following along with the Democratic Party. It's some wild times out here.
To be, I guess, in a way, pardoned or protected by this president, who sees a lot of the targeting of Mayor Eric Adams as the same thing that happened to him.
No question. Eric Adams spoke out against what the Biden administration was doing. He said that the migrant crisis was, quote unquote, destroying New York City. Kathy Hochul authorized billions of dollars of state taxpayer money to pay for all these expenditures. Meanwhile, she's fleecing hardworking New Yorkers $2,500 just for the privilege of driving to work. It really just speaks volumes to how inept, incompetent, and corrupt New York has become under feckless leadership.
Right.
We have to stop this massive influx at the border, which is what President Trump is doing. But we have to stop incentivizing states and cities like New York by spending billions, and in this case from FEMA, $59 million to support their efforts to circumvent federal law. That's really what this boils down to. States like New York are circumventing federal law, allowing illegal immigrants to get benefits and access to taxpayer money.
Benefits that none of our veterans who are on the streets right now dealing with psychological trauma. This is some, oh my goodness. Thank God Trump got in the office. If Kamala was in there, she'd be a puppet right now, being fiddled with, playing to the tune of the Democratic Party. We know Soros would have got his way. All
right, so let's talk about something else that's just bizarre that's happening in New York. New York's top court set to consider non-citizen voting in New York City elections today. Get this, non-citizen.
They're literally trying to undermine Trump in every little thing he does.
You don't belong here. You're not registered. Blowing off court appearance doesn't matter. That would add 800,000 non-citizen voters Why is this even a discussion?
It shouldn't be. New York Republicans fought back against this effort several years ago. We were victorious in the lower court and the appellate division, and now it goes to the Court of Appeals. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit concerned because the New York Court of Appeals has been corrupted by Kathy Hochul and New York Democrats. This is why they tried to gerrymander our maps again last year. They added people who are way too progressive for the court to try and move the court in a different direction. I am concerned, certainly, that the Court of Appeals will make a political decision and not follow the Constitution. It is very clear. Non-citizens do not have the right to vote in our elections, period. There's a reason New York is a sanctuary state and city, though. And the reason is they want illegal immigrants counted as part of the census. That gives them more congressional seats and it gives them more electoral votes. That's what this all boils down to. They want them to be able to vote in our elections. I fundamentally believe that it is wrong. It violates both the U.S. and New York State constitutions and needs to be prohibited. And if the court had any courage or any conviction at all, it will reject this outright today.
If they don't reject this, we already know it's corrupted. We already know it's corrupted. They're trying to do everything in their power to stop Elon Musk and seeing where all this money is going to. We're going to the military after we get done with the Board of Education. This is nasty work. We're about to do a doubleheader of Fox next. We're about to figure out if the FBI is really out here leaking information to stop ICE from deporting all these people. Can we hurry up and get Cash Patel in here? They're trying to use all of our time up to get all of our people appointed. 13 is all we have at the current moment. And I believe in Obama's first term, they got 26 people in there by this time. Why? Why are you finding that so hard, Democrats? Y'all not winning another election. This is some nasty work. Nasty. We're back with our double header. Now we're going to talk about the FBI allegedly leaking information. Cash Patel, we need you. We need you.
Noam posted this on X. The FBI is so corrupt. We will work with any and every agency to stop leaks and prosecute these crooked deep state agents to the fullest extent of the law, writes the Department of Homeland Security Secretary. It comes days after a similar leak happened for a raid in Aurora, Colorado, where several Tren de Aragua gang members were allegedly able to escape capture because of the leaked memo. Joining me now is U.S. Border Czar Tom Homan. Tom, it's great to have you. Thank you so much for being here, and thanks for all of your efforts. That's number one. You were at that Colorado raid. Tell me what happened. Do you believe the FBI is behind leaking your plans and allowing these maniacs, these Tren de Aragua gangsters, to escape capture?
She is loud as hell.
Well, yeah, the Aurora operation was leaked. We think we found the source of the leak. It's under investigation right now by DHS IG. Secretary Noam, I agree with her that there's some information that tends to show that the second leak and the California operation may have been someone in the FBI. I've talked to the...
If they are found to be guilty of this treason, I don't want to even see them come out to jail. They better be underneath the jail. Why are you fighting us? This is what we voted for. He got the electoral and the popular vote. Stop. So it should be fine that he's overriding the judge, the federal judge that's trying to keep him from investigating where all of our money is going, huh? This tit for tat got to stop.
The Deputy Attorney General, we talk every day, but this weekend we talked about he has opened up a criminal investigation into that leak. So when we find these people and we have the evidence to support a prosecution, that's exactly what's going to happen. They don't understand. I don't care what their political beliefs are. This isn't about politics. This is about the safety of our officers. It's only a matter of time if these leaks continue that our officers are going to walk into a place and be ambushed by someone who just don't care about life and are going to take these ICE officers on. It's already a dangerous job. Giving the bad guys a head up, we're coming, is going to just make the job much more dangerous. So we're taking it serious. It's under criminal investigation. Those who are responsible will be held criminally responsible, and we'll prosecute them.
Beautiful.
That's unbelievable. What are you going to do to keep your raids quiet? I mean, you know, now you know somebody on the inside is leaking your plans, and you can't have that.
No, and that's why we're going to take serious action, and it's under criminal investigation. I think once that word gets out and we're making it known, we're going to prosecute. We don't care if you carry a badge or gun or not. You will be criminally prosecuted, and we'll lock you up. So, look, we're keeping the plans real tight. You know, I said from day one, we want to be transparent with the American people that we truly are concentrating on public safety threats and national security threats. So we had some media ride-alongs. Bill Malusian did the Aurora. But, you know, we're keeping things close hold now. We're reevaluating, you know, how much...
And that sucks for us, the viewers. We don't actually get to see what they're doing and who they're getting and how they're doing it. Although we know they're doing a good job. But now we don't get the inside scoop anymore because these people want to keep leaking information. It's stupid. We're going to keep catching these people regardless. We got 4 years, 8 years, 16, 20. We got the next in our bag. The Democratic Party is to not be trusted anymore. No one cares. No one cares about your party, your agenda. It's evil. You're not looking out for the American people. You're looking out for yourselves. They really want a civil war for no reason, and we already know who's going to win that if we have it. Democrats don't even want guns. What was Kamala running on?
Media ride along we want. I'm not pointing the finger at them. We can't show any leaks by the friendly media, but we're looking at everything. But here's what people need to understand: we're going to keep coming. This is not going to slow us down. In sanctuary cities, you want to put roadblocks up? We'll double the manpower in sanctuary cities. We'll double the targeting in sanctuary cities. If we can't get them out of their home, we'll get them at the workplace. We're going to increase worksite enforcement tenfold. We are not walking away. We're coming. We're not going to be stopped. We're going to keep President Trump's promise on looking for those who are in the country illegally that are a public safety threat. Nothing will stop us from doing this job.
Well, that's terrific to hear because people are afraid of these dangerous gangs. Look, Kristi Noem also sent a letter to Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, and she's requesting that the IRS provide agents for immigration enforcement. She says they can help with investigating illegal employment and money funding, human trafficking. They can also assist with arresting, detaining, and transporting migrants, Tom. Tell me about this, because I know Joe Biden hired tens of thousands of IRS agents to try to look under every rock and audit all American citizens so that he can get more money raised through tax audits. How are you going to transition those people to become border agents?
Joe Biden is the worst president in our time of living. That man, definition puppet. Boy up here falling up flights of stairs, rambling. I will say he's funny. He was definitely a funny old man, but he was a terrible old man. Pardoning his son for 10 plus years of, oh my gosh.
It's really not that difficult for the IRS special agents who carry a badge and gun. They can certainly help on these operations. It only takes one immigration official with Title VIII authority, immigration authority, to make that arrest, but we can always use more armed officers to watch the perimeter, watch the back door. And certainly the non-officers in IRS, they can do keystrokes. They can sit there and process an illegal alien for us, and that takes a badge and gun out of that processing office and put them on the streets, which increases the manpower in the streets, increases the number of teams on the street. So they can be a force multiplier in many ways. I agree with the Secretary. We can use them in law enforcement and investigative capacity to chase the money, right? These criminal cartels count on the money they make. That's how they buy off Mexican officials. That's how they pay off, the corrupt customs officials. So chasing the money, IRS, great work. but they can also help in operations with their law enforcement presence. And those who aren't law enforcement officers, there's many jobs we could put them in where we can take a badge and gun out of a non-enforcement job and put them back on the street. So there'll be a force multiplier. I agree 100%. But let's put them to work.
That's great. I mean, it's a good idea. Look, the last time we spoke, you were in an undisclosed location. And, you know, we knew that it was a very sensitive operation. I mean, this is obviously partly it was leaked. We didn't do it, but you were in an undisclosed location. I didn't say where you were. And I asked you a question. I said, are you going to be able to bust up these networks that have already created huge businesses in America? Because the drug cartels, you know, they charge everybody to get over the border. They put them inside the border, but then they have to keep paying those drug cartels. And they have actually started businesses here in America. I'm talking about drug trafficking business and even worse, human trafficking going on in America. How substantive is that? You know, how persistent is that? And are you busting any of them?
Yes, human trafficking investigations are up over 300%, so we're on top of that. Not only human trafficking investigation, but the cartel's presence in our major cities in the country. So it's just not Tren de Agua. Look, I'm not going to be happy to every single member of Tren de Agua out of the country. We're going to eradicate them from the United States. Along with the other criminal cartels who are taking a presence in every major city. There used to be the day they just smuggle the guns smuggle the narcotics into the United States. Then our gangs, United States gangs, would do the distribution. They are now in every major city in the country. They've taken over even the interior distribution networks of the narcotics trafficking. They're on top of our list. We're working very closely.
Also, Little Birdie says Ukraine is funding the cartels out in Mexico with the guns, with the money and guns that we're sending them over there. Everybody's out to try to get our head. All we want to do is have peace in our country and make sure we ain't funding none of y'all no more. We're done with that. Democrats done all the funding we need to do for a whole 2 decades. We're done. We're done.
DEA side by side with us on this interior enforcement operation along with the FBI. So yes, we're targeting those trafficking organizations both with humans and drugs. You're going to see a huge decrease in the amount of that trafficking going on in the country. Look, the border numbers right now, Maria, we're down 90%, which means less women and children being sex trafficked in the United States, less fentanyl is getting in the United States to kill Americans, and less terrorists are crossing the border. President Trump, what he's done to this border already has significantly hurt the cartels. They're losing billions of dollars a month because of what President Trump has done. We're going to suffocate these people. We're going to shut them down because if they don't have money, they can't bribe officials and they can't continue their business. So we're going to tackle just not in the United States, not just in Mexico, but worldwide. The Jalisco cartels in 43 countries around the globe. We're attacking them since President Trump has called them a terrorist organization. That opens up a wide net of what we can do with these cartels. We're on it. We're not going to stop till we finish it.
That's a great point. So,
and what did I just say beforehand? We're looking for safety in our country and stop funding these other countries. We're just trying to bring peace. That's all we want. We just want peace. We don't want children being sex trafficked. That's disgusting. We don't want any human being sex trafficked. The Democrats have been reigning supreme for so long, they done lost sight of the goal. They don't care. Now listen, if Republicans have too much power, who knows, a cycle might happen again. But for the moment, we're trying to shut this down. That's why we love Trump. He is not a politician. He is a businessman. He ain't trying to get to the bag. He's trying to give us the bag. But y'all ain't seeing that. Some of y'all are lost. Some of y'all still on the plantation. We just trying to awaken you. Open up your eyes, brother, sister. We're trying to do something for you. All right, this is Big Fish. Go down to the comment section. Tell me how you feel about the video. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. We're out. Peace.